It tells me that either people like me to father them or women like to mother me. I guess it's that kind of thing, but it's never, I don't really know. You know, I make my films so that there are some films which are really, what wrongly I would say are crass compared to the kind of films I would like to be in. But I believe that the audience is so varied in India, like the population is, like the people are. Everybody has such different. There are people still in villages who ask me, "Do you really bleed when you fight?" You know, so you have a bit of media illiteracy still in India. So you have to do films which go to every section. So I do a film which would appeal to perhaps parents. You know, they say Kiloka children should grow up in watching these kind of films. Then I do a film which is absolutely aggressive, like Ram Jane or Koila, which appeals to people on the roads. Which may not do commercially as well as the others, but for the masses, for the target audience it was made for, it works for them. And then I do, you know, soft, what they call fluffy films also, you know, which just seem to just go through middle class, middle of the road cinema. And so I've done all kind of films. I do 4 films a year, so I try to break it down like that. One I do for money.
धड़कन में है तो ही तू है मेरी पहली तमन्ना है मेरी आखिरी आरज़ू I love you I love you.
You're known for doing a lot of unconventional roles, as well as the fluffy ones, as you just said, the so-called negative roles. Why did you try and do something so unconventional and buck the trend?
I'm from theatre, so I have done roles where I've played an 80-year-old man. Maybe not well, but I've played a black guy, I've played an Italian, I've played a gay, you know, stuff like that. So I had done varied roles while I still was the central character. I was the play was about this main character, you know, and I found it very strange that here I'm just going to always be in college and tease a girl in the first 2 reels.
Here in the Hindi film world.
Yeah. So, and why couldn't I do something else like what I did in on stage? And I'm very fortunate, actually. I think I'm the most fortunate actor in the last 50 years of Indian cinema. That there were people who were ready to back this up. There were subjects which were there that we could, you know, sort of try out. And basically, I believe the producers and directors like Mr. Yash Chopra, Rahul Ravel, and Abbas Mastan, they had the guts to go ahead and say, okay, we'll try this. Nobody else has tried it in India. Let's try it. We'll make the villain. We'll make the story from the point of view of the villain or the bad guy. You know, like Sholay is a very big hit here.
Yeah.
And I would love to see the film from the point of view of Gabbar Singh, you know, who's the bad guy.
Who's the bad guy, yeah.
I want to see what happened to him. Why is he like this? So they made films like this, and whenever there's a point of view, somehow that person becomes, you know, the main character. You know, the film starts revolving around that person because that's his point of view. So we just tried it that way, and it worked, you know, because we were very honest and we were very convinced that it would work. And because of the songs and because of the romance, I think it became, badness became a little justified, one. And secondly, under 14 and over 40 loved me, so it was okay.
कितनी अच्छी जगह है ना ये। मुझे इसी दिन का इंतजार था। आज से हमारी नई जिंदगी शुरू होगी। मैं तुमसे शादी करूंगा, तुम्हारी मांग में सिंदूर लगाऊंगा और 7 फेरे लूंगा और पवित्र अग्नि साक्षी रहेगी कि हम दोनों जन्म जन्म के लिए एक दूसरे के साथ रहेंगे ना?
Doesn't it worry you that you've made badness acceptable? It's all right now for a hero to have villainous characteristics. Isn't that going to have a bad effect on young people?
I know it sounds very socially incorrect and morally incorrect for me to say something like that. Somebody has quoted something like this. I'm not here to give messages. That's for the postal service. I'm here to entertain you. So
That's
you
for the
come-
postal service.
Yeah,
did you
I'm not going to tell you this is right, this is wrong, because I'm not a good person in real life myself. I'm no one to pass value judgments. I'm no one to tell you how to lead your life, because I hate anyone telling me how to lead my life. So I'm not going to one of those that give big sermons on screen and say, this is how it is. You should not be bad to a woman while I come back home and beat up my own wife. So I'm not going to be one of those
hope
people.
not.
I don't do that. That's why I beat up the girls in the films. But I just for entertainment, and I take it as there are a lot of things which I do in fun. Now, people who have a sense of humor, they enjoy it, and who are ready to accept. I don't know if you can accept Jack Nicholson and stuff like that. Why not films like this here? And people did accept it. I'm not scared that I have promoted badness. Secondly, it's the other point is that when I now do a film, even a straight role, there are times when the audience thinks, oh damn, this guy is going to kill him. No, this guy is going to shoot her. You know, so there is this little bit of tension there, that this guy is not going to play it straight, which helps me in my films also. So the audience has accepted me as a guy who could do anything. I mean, he could perhaps jump from 40 feet, he could put fire to himself, and he could turn out to be a bad guy in the end. So it keeps, you know, it gives you more varied subjects to work on.
I want to ask you a bit about your acting style, which is very intense, even a little mannered. Now, when you first broke